Should we see if anyone wants any drugs smuggled from here?
Okay, so...
Narade is just quite the party planet with all that beautiful water. I imagine there's quite the surfing going on there.
Okay, so you get to Dubos in 2 more days. It is the 19th of August. Let me check what Dubos has. Okay. So you're orbiting the planet. Its atmosphere is quite thick, actually. And scans show and tell you that it is very toxic. Also, the general wildlife in there isn't very friendly. Wildlife, plant life, pretty much the whole planet is hostile to life. Though people there do make it happen.
Have we been here before?
Yes.
Only by passing. Only used it as an anchor point between Gunhill and Nereidis. So, if you guys want to do some criminal work, you might want to roll criminal. Those that have it.
I know a few of you are a bunch of criminals, so go ahead, please.
Yeah. I will assist Mapachine. How's that?
Okay.
I am not the criminal.
Yes, a fine upstanding gent like me, Raylan.
Oh.
I'm
Wow.
only a murderer.
Well, that's an assist. Mapachin gets a +1.
+1 from a 12. These rules, Harold, make them better.
Bounded accuracy for the lose. But a 10 is good.
It is. So, Mapachin, through your contacts of contacts, you find yourself in contact with a man named Anders.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not looking for you to go to Nereides, actually. He wants a crew to go to Unia on 602. Not Hans Anders, just Anders. And get him and just investigate on the rumors of Metal Man that have been plaguing that cluster of systems.
More AI.
He's curious and, well, he wants someone to go there, like grab one of them, perhaps.
We're going to go and find a metal man.
Yeah,
Is
and
this
bring one
person-
back with us.
From
He
where,
wants to
sorry?
pay us to go get an AI in a body.
Who's having this conversation?
Mapachin
The
and
criminal.
Mr. Anders.
Is Leech not present as well?
If he wants to be, he can, yes.
Well, yeah, if I was assisting her, I imagine I would be.
You're a criminal.
Yeah. So do you just flat out say it's an AI?
No.
Okay.
I say, what metal men?
Well, he says, if you have been checking the news, young man, you would know that there have been rumors.
I don't trust the mainstream media.
as you shouldn't, but rumors can be true. And I have a few good sources in that planet that tell me that some of the shit they've been seeing is true.
Okay, well, like I said, I don't watch a lot of news. Can you explain what you mean by a metal man? That's a little vague.
He shrugs and says, "Well, descriptions are vague, but it is a humanoid and it's made of metal. None have actually been caught. I want to I want you to catch one for me, get it for me, and bring it to me."
A humanoid made
Would
of
you like a
metal.
fairy as well? How about a leprechaun?
Yeah, I think you've been watching some little outlandish news reports. There aren't living machines.
Well, you believe what you have to believe.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
sure
what?
if there was some sort of living robot out there, the Gunhild Reich would be all over in a second.
Well, the Gunhill Hide cannot be everywhere.
These reports. Never mind.
Let's say we did come across a metal man, as you put it. How much would you pay for this mythical creature?
He's
I
on the
think
phone.
he's on the phone.
Ah,
Where did he say to go for
I'm
this?
back again.
Oh, you're back.
602. And yeah, he shows you like a picture like that and says, "Well, what do you call that then?"
Oh,
A very convincing costume.
Halloween is coming up, don't you know? Harry, is there still space Halloween?
Maybe. I don't know. Is there?
Yes, there is, but the way it's celebrated is completely unrecognizable.
How so?
It's more like Valentine's Day,
But with dildos instead of heart-shaped boxes.
and the people that you give gifts to are afraid of you.
Okay.
You
Wait.
give gifts to the people who fear you.
Okay. So my bully would give me a gift then.
Of a dildo with chocolates inside.
Okay.
And then he would toilet paper your house.
That's very weird. Okay then.
Well, I'm not here to say anything between this conversation. What's going on?
So
So
yeah,
you
he says,
make up your
"What do
mind
you
on what's
call
going to
this?"
happen.
Then
Why is it making the news? What's unusual about it? Or, it are they dangerous also?
well, so far there have been no reported cases of attacks, but they have been all over that cluster of planets at the same time.
There's more than one.
Well, yes, there have been sightings all over the cluster between 602 and 704.
What will you do with if we manage to bring one back to you?
Study them, see what makes them tick, see if we can find a weapon against them. What if conventional bullets don't kill them?
Why do you want to kill them?
What if they are a threat?
What if I'm a threat?
I have measures to deal with human threats. Look, if you don't want the job, just say it. But stop wasting my time, please.
Just like to know what we're getting into.
Not even I know. That's why I'm sending you.
Well, we didn't agree to the job yet. How much are you willing to pay for one of these metal men?
I can go to 30,000 for your crew.
$30,000, so it's like 6,000 for each of us.
And how much of that is upfront? We have ship costs to get to the system.
10,000. Speaking of ship costs, you need to pay your monthly expenses. Almost
Always
forgot
paid for
about
that.
them. So yeah, he says 10K up front, 20 upon delivery.
What do you guys think?
Doesn't exactly sound like a milk run either. I regret coming to this system.
I'd be interested in doing it.
So we're not there, right?
Where? You're in Dubos.
Yeah, it's on another planet he wants us to go to.
Yeah, but during the conversation. Or are you back on the ship now?
I don't know, are we...
I think
are
we're talking
Leech
to
and
the dude.
Mapachine the only ones who can agree or disagree to the job, or do we, like, call the people on the
We can
ship
call
and
them.
say, yeah,
Yeah, okay.
so here's the deal, what do you guys think, kind of a thing?
Rayon says not more fucking robots.
Natasha gives you a stare. You know, she squints her eyes.
Oh, not you, not you.
We're talking
I
about
mean
the other
evil
ones we're coming
ones.
up against. Yes.
What was it Albert called them? Jolly boys?
Yes, like the Jolly Boys. I think if there are a large number of mechanical men on a planet that are running wildly unchecked, it should be something we should look into. And if we can get paid for it at the same time, I wouldn't mind this.
Well, and so far there have been no reports of attacks, so I suppose... I can't finish my sentence.
So who's in, who's out?
Yeah, I'm in.
So I guess Raylon is still.
TeamSpeak crashed, sorry.
TeamSpeak. Okay, so you take the job, and Mr. Anders is delighted. He asks, is there any more questions?
Did you say how much the pay was?
30k. And you're getting
Each?
10. No. Every value I say is whole, not each.
Would I be able to try and convince him otherwise, or has the deal been done?
The deal's being done by Leech and Mapaging.
Okay. Well then, off to Unia. What's the best way do you think we should get there?
Ask your pilot.
What's the penalty for like going through unmapped space?
-4.
Holy shit! Okay. I recommend we go through Gunhild and to Fromia.
Let me recheck, but I think it's -4.
We need to double check we have enough fuel to get there, and if each of these planets have fuel. Because I think if we can't get there at all, then we should probably say no to taking the job.
Word.
Yeah, uncharted course, -4 modifier.
So does Fromia, Othera, and Lunia have fuel sources that we can procure?
Fromia doesn't, but everyone else has.
Oh well. Then we should be alright.
Okay.
Okay. 5 more days and you are at the edge of Gunhild. And you need to refuel, I believe.
Yeah.
Which costs 800.
It comes out of the ship community fund.
So, refueled. Pilot. Go to Fromia.
Oh yeah.
This time with a +3 instead of +4.
Yeah. We are not in a hurry again, right?
We're still waiting to hear back
Yeah.
Well,
So-
it is the 24th, so
When did this guy want it back?
he didn't give you a time limit, you know?
Ah, okay.
Space travel can be so finicky.
Hmm.
But by the end of the month, you need to pay the ship again. Okay, 6 more days to Fromia. It is the 30th of August. Are you jumping straight to Unia, or you jumping through the other planet, Othia?
Oh.
Well, the gap was
Didn't we
4,
like
yeah,
need
you're
to?
going to Othia. But that's only 3 days. And you need to pay back, you need to pay the ship.
Yeah, we also need to refuel, right? Because
Yes.
we have 3 or something.
You have 2.
2. Oh yeah. Hmm.
You refuel at Gunhild, spend 1 to go to Fromia, and from Fromia you could go to Unia. But you decided to go to Othia. So, the 2nd of September. Everyone pay the ship.
Okay.
How much?
Again, 3,300 each.
Yep.
It's a little costly. I wish we could have sold some of those drugs.
Yeah.
Well, it's the ship that, eats up a lot of credits.
So do drug addicts. That's why it's such a lucrative job.
And pilot, final check to Unia.
Mm-hmm. Don't we need to refuel here though?
Yeah, 800 to refuel.
Yeah.
Where are the ship community funds?
I think Maria's probably dealing with it.
Mm-hmm. Was there a question?
He said doing another 800 from the ship community funds for more fuel.
Yeah.
So 3 more days. It is the 5th. As you reach the edge of Unia, 2 more days and you get to the planet itself. And as you get to orbit, I guess you can ask a few questions about the planet. What I can tell you in general is that it is an oceanic world. So basically, most of the cities are floating in the open seas. They also have a very, very deep hatred for psychics. So it's kind of ironic that the space Italians, as you call them, are basically next door.
Maybe they had war at some point in the past. Or they just don't trust Italian trading partners. A bad deal on suits, perhaps. Has Harriel's mic died again, or has it just gone oddly quiet?
Mm.
Okay.
Seems so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Hello?
Hello.
hello.
Were you saying things?
Yeah. What was the last thing you heard me say?
About the planet being nice, and they oddly hate space Italians. Then I started saying things about space Italians,
They
and
don't
you didn't
hate
hear anything.
Space Italians specifically. They hate everyone
Sorry,
with
yes.
MES.
Yes, yeah, and yes, of course.
And ships coming from area usually don't linger too long in the system. Otherwise,
Oh,
they
didn't know
get
that.
shot to pieces. By the planet's own little fleet.
Okay,
So it is the 7th as you get to orbit of Unia, something. And yeah, it's up to you to
okay. Let's
do
contact
whatever you want to do.
let's contact the police force and ask them about all the shit that's going on with crazy metal men. No, let's just go to the local newspaper, people.
So you're trying to contact like the authority of
Let's say the media.
the media. Okay, yeah, you get someone. Let's give him a name.
Clark.
Kent.
Fine, Clark.
His last name is Kent.
Yes. And he's oddly Chinese looking because in here they speak Mandarin.
Buff.
It's a Chinese planet.
Hello, Clark.
You aren't going to have a lot of luck getting anyone that speaks English if you're speaking English.
Spanish?
Nope.
Do they know
Can't help them.
Italian?
No.
Okay.
The planet's language is Mandarin.
Natasha, would you be able to speak Mandarin at these people?
At people?
At these people, Captain?
Yes, until we get a response, and then you're speaking back and forth between them, to them.
I would probably say with these people.
Sorry. My vernacular is quite strange. We speak strangely from Kadais.
Yes, but I can speak any human dialect.
Well, that is perfect. Then would you be able to translate for us, please?
Sure.
Thank you very much. So Clark.
Yes, Mr. Eastfield? What is it that you wish?
We have heard from your media that you have strange metal men doing things on your planet.
Well, it wasn't from our media. It was from Miss Verdun. She's the one that's been selling those stories.
Yes, those big shots coming in and stealing your news.
Yes.
I too have a hatred for them. If you would like to get one up on her, how about you give me the scoop and tell me all about the story? From your point of view.
What story? There is no story.
Oh, is that your standpoint on it?
There is no story in this planet, Mr. Isfield. Whatever you've been told, I believe you've been lied to.
Ah, a cover-up! My
Miss-
favorite kind of things to find out about.
Miss Verdun is known to sell a lie or two.
Well, thank you very much for your standpoint.
Yes.
Is Mapachine there? Does she hear this conversation?
Well, I would believe you're contacting them from your ship.
Yeah,
So
it's on the
whoever wants
bridge.
to be like in the bridge.
Mapachine just says, "Why are you protecting the metal men?"
Something tells me what's going on is they're pretty much like the cultures that happen in this planet, like where big cover-ups happen, and the media goes along with those cover-ups in order to stop people thinking that they're shit. So maybe that's what's going on in that planet. You know how like we say, okay, no, we didn't ever have any swine flu in our country and stuff like that, and the media's going along with it.
Okay.
We've had literally 0 cases of the what was the latest crazy disease that went around everywhere?
Was there anything after swine flu?
Yeah, there was. What the hell's I've forgotten now. I'm particularly paying attention.
Does anyone else know?
Ebola, that was it. Yeah, just like all the people saying there's no Ebola at places.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, CJ, you got that. If you're replying back to me, Ariel, your mic is fucked again. Apparently I said, for fuck's sake.
How? How? Witchcraft.
Let's try this.
That's a different mic.
No, it's the same one.
Oh, sounds different.
Really different.
Oh.
So I don't know what the last thing you were saying is, Ariel. I was just explaining to Buda that probably they're just covering up what's going on there to not look like they're out of control and that they're completely in control of their planet and stuff like that. And if you're talking now, it's still broken.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you saying hello.
Fucking hell.
If you said anything after the words fucking hell, your mic is still broken. Okay.
Shut up.
You never
Shut
know.
up.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, you just went instantly quiet after that.
Please don't say that.
Talk continuously.
I am
Yeah.
talking continuously for your
Alright.
amusement.
You stopped.
Because I stopped.
Robot.
Please don't say that. I have PTSD from that.
Robot.
Fuck you, Phil.
Sorry. Is that why Harriel now plays an AI?
It could be.
Dun, dun, dun. But I didn't say anything.
Okay.
So yeah, this guy is saying that there's no metal man of any kind.
Okay,
We believe you.
so let's go down onto the planet and find what the natives have to say. And by that I mean the little man, the average Joe, or no, saying anything else would probably be potentially classed as racist.
Albert is learning.
Finally.
So I guess we're like Scooby Doo now.
So you take the lander down or the whole ship?
uh, the lander. We're constantly bringing a fucking. Constantly bringing a massive reactor with us wherever we go now. If we bring the lander, I love it. I'd say the whole ship. Screw it.
Okay. Landing is going to cost you 600.
Would it be less if we just bought the lander?
Yes. But it's also just the lander.
Screw it. 600 it is. Take it out of the combined ship fees.
Okay, yeah. You land at a averagely secure, it seems, well secured port. For those wondering, your FAPs here are very illegal. Anything else, anything else
FEPs?
flies. Field emitting projectors, your force fields.
Oh.
Everything else, they're kind of relaxed.
I walk out in the mech.
That and power armor wouldn't be allowed.
Okay.
I get one of those awesome, like, pointy, like, kind of hat things. Made out of straw.
Mm-hmm.
No. I don't. So it's going down in whatever it was, whatever my other armor was.
Well,
what it's called.
I don't know what it is, so you need to tell me what it is, just in case you get shot.
Combat field uniform.
Okay.
Mapachin has like woven mesh armor or whatever.
Okay. And Leech, I believe you have combat field uniforms as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. And Raylan, are you still wearing your leather jacket?
No. Combat field uniform. I've been wearing that for a while now.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone's in combat field uniforms except for Mapachin.
But I have like a leather duster over, because, yeah.
To make you more unique, of course.
Yeah.
Attention whore.
I don't want to look like a fucking robot.
What do you mean by looking like a robot?
I mean, just conform to like looking at like the other guys. I don't know. We're not an army.
Well, you do have a lot of weaponry, so you could probably fund one.
Yeah.
Let me check if the planet's atmosphere is... No, it's nice. Though there is no biosphere to speak of. So the planet's like barren? Yeah, your guys are on the surface of the planet. It is quite warm over here. Rayla and I would say you feel a bit more comfortable because it's
Oh, nice.
almost at the temperature of Scaboria.
Still a bit chilly though, right?
Well, yeah, still you can still put, a coat on and feel
Yeah.
comfortable. But yeah, you guys are on the planet.
Okay, let's find the common Joe and ask if he knows anything about metal men.
Well, yeah, you as soon as you step out the port, you are amongst the common Joe. You know, the population of Unia isn't that large, only a few hundreds of thousands over here. So there's not a lot of people. Probably just one big city. A few, out in villages out in the islands.
So it's like Iceland.
Yeah. We basically landed at this massive floating city in the middle of the ocean.
Cool.
And I guess you go to a bar,
Oh.
or whatever it is that you want to go to get your information.
Yes, a bar will do fine.
Okay, yeah, you walk in. A few people give you, some weird looks because you definitely don't look like you belong.
I slam some credits down on the table and be like, "Drinks all round."
Everyone cheers.
Do they know
I,
what
I,
he's
I
saying?
say it specifically not in Mandarin.
Well, I think the intention, is
Yeah,
there.
You
yeah,
put money on the table.
You put
yeah.
money on the table and say it in a jolly tone. So
Yeah.
every people would get it.
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, suddenly they're being handed a free drink, so yeah.
And Natasha quickly translates after you, so it's okay.
Okay.
So everyone's being served drinks by a few drones.
Okay, and then I lean over to the bartender and how did it cost lots for me to pay a round of
100
drinks?
credits.
Right. How? Let's say I give 125, and say for the bartender to keep the 25, and be like, "Have you heard anything about metal men?"
And Natasha quickly translates, and he seems to think for a while, shrugs and says, "Well, only the garbage that Amy Verdun spews all over the sector, but our official authorities haven't said anything about it. I myself haven't seen anyone like that. No metal man."
You know how some planets work. The government doesn't want you to know every bit of information. I know the real people that know things that what go down here are people like you, people that run businesses, real homegrown heroes. Are you sure you don't know of anyone that might have has some other information about this?
Well, he squints even more than his eyes are squinted. And he's like, "Well, Well, it's
He
true.
squints so much that they actually open back up a little bit.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, Harry.
I wish my
I thought
eyes
mine
did
was
that.
bad.
Hey, I can say that my eyes are squinted.
Oh, okay.
By the way, am I giant here? Because
Well,
Raylan is like 1.94 meters tall.
yeah, you are.
Well, he's used to it, I guess. But
You are enormous, and the gravity on this planet isn't that high. It's half of usual.
okay, so no sneaking then.
And he says, well, there have been some rumors coming from the islands of a few workers that go there to mine, but when they get here, they're already pretty drunk or high, so I don't know how true that is.
Well, are any of those around, or are you expecting a delivery of high drunk people anytime soon?
He shrugs and says, well, they come in whenever they are done with their shifts. If you want to...
At what time would that be?
I don't know when
I
their
wouldn't mind
shifts
waiting
end.
around.
You know, maybe by nighttime. I think that's when a group of them comes back.
How about you find us a nice place we can sit and have a quiet chat somewhere nice in the vicinity of here. I mean, if you have a back room or anything we can sit around in for a while we wait, that'd be wonderful.
Well, there's a corner there that's pretty quiet.
Oh, perfect.
You and your crew can sit there. Just press the buttons on the table, and the drone will come over.
Thank you very much. Okay, so does anyone else want to do anything while we're sitting around at this table, or are we just going to drink for a while until the
I
people
spam the
get back?
button.
You what?
I drink.
No, what did you say, really?
I spam the button on the table. Actually, is it good or is it bad?
Well, it's decent beer, nothing out of this world, but probably better than your moonshine.
Well, you say that, but...
So yeah, I would say it's much better than what you've been drinking. Leaps and bounds.
Mm.
So do you drink a lot of it?
Yeah, I drink, but I don't get like fully slammed like I do on the ship.
Mm-hmm. So you just drink until you're happy.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys sit down, Natasha, she says that something tried to cut me off the net in this planet.
Aha.
Well, you can check your combat, see if you have a connection, but I don't know what it was.
The government.
So you guys just wait around?
Yeah, wait for these people to get off work.
Okay. So after a few hours, sun goes down, still hot as balls, and a group of three guys come in, they already look to be halfway to wasted.
Okay, how about we go up and speak to them? I'm not really a man of the people. Leech or Mapachin, maybe even Raylan. Do you think you and Natasha could go and speak to them and find out some more information?
I stand up and probably hit my head on the ceiling.
No, you don't. They. Come on.
I'm just kidding.
But you are close to the ceiling, yes. So Raylan and Natasha go to speak with those guys. Okay.
Yeah, Mapachin says, I've only got a 5 in charisma, you probably better do it.
Yeah, I'm alright. Right, so I guess I buy them around.
Okay. So as you two stand up, you can notice that Natasha is as tall as you now, for some reason. Or maybe you're drunk.
Yeah, maybe.
She wasn't tall before?
She in the ship at least. In her new body, she's been presenting herself as actually shorter than usual. Now she's basically as tall as Raylan. So you go there, you buy them around, and they're like, "What is it that you want?" No one buys us. No one buys us around without wanting something from us.
Maybe some information.
Oh yeah, information that can be arranged. What is it that you need? You're very tall, by the way. Holy shit!
Why? Why? Thank you.
The two of you, actually.
Are people short here or something?
They are.
Well, they're not short as Gaborians, I guess.
Yeah,
Are
they're
we in
not short
like
as
space Japan?
space China. Yes,
Oh, okay.
one of the many space Chinas.
Okay.
Fromia is space Japan. Raylan?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So I asked them what they know about weird people.
Well, you are
Asking a
weird.
high drunk person what they know about weird people.
Well, Raylan
mean-
is a bit drunk as well.
You are weird coming up to me asking about that.
I mean, weirder.
Reflectively
Like
weird.
your crew? Like-
No.
All five of you look weird.
Okay, metal people. What do you know about metal people?
He looks confused. Thinks for a minute. 2 minutes. He zones out.
That dude showed us a picture of some metal people, right? Let's imagine we've probably got that picture with us. Whip it out and show him.
Yeah, whip
I
it out
whip
and
it out
show
and
him.
show him.
He laughs and says, "It's tiny."
Oh, let me enlarge that for you. I bring out my pump.
Dick jokes. He, looks at it and says, "Well, there have been some people talking about those things, I guess. Not in our island, though. Some other mining group in another island has been, shouting about this type of stuff, like how they take people at night and some such. I think it's all bullshit, you know.
Hmm.
I think they're just trying to, you know, get off work easier. Some bullshit like that.
What are you on, and where can I get some?
Well, I know a guy, and if you want, I could probably hook you up.
Yeah, I buy him another beer.
You have a combat, right?
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
show the picture on.
Yeah. So he, like, kind of texts you an address in the floating city and says, you go to him. Let me get a name. Shit.
Let me get a name.
And tell him Kang sent you.
Khan!
Kang.
Okay.
King Kang?
Walla Walla Bing Bang.
Yes. Okay, I say, yeah, thanks, man. And oh, by the way, what other mining colonies are there?
Well, we have ours up north. Uh, the one that I think you'd be the most interested about would be to the east of the city. There's a few others, like 10 of them, I believe, scattered around the planet.
Okay, thanks for the information, and have a good evening.
You too, buddy.
I
He takes a very big swig of
yeah,
his 2 new bottles of booze.
I patted him on the head while I walk away.
Natasha whispers to you, "That's a bit condescending. Don't you think that you're taking advantage of your height?"
Look who's talking. Look who's so tall.
Whoa, wait, you didn't used to be this tall.
I'm just trying to see the world from your perspective.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
I don't know. I like to have my center of gravity closer to the ground.
Ah. Okay, so I relay this information to the rest of the group. Also the drug dealer's number. Because that might be useful, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be able to deal some drugs from here and bring him
yeah.
some more stash if he needs to.
Yeah.
And if it's created on this planet, we can ship it other places, opening up new markets for us.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to where where we were told this mining camp that we found information about this is.
Okay, so no drug dealer first.
Well, unless you're really craving for a hit, Raylan.
I open one of my bottles and take a swig and say, I'm good.
Oh, damn it.
Back to the moonshine.
No one wants to taste blue stardust.
Well, I'll taste it later.
The effects of it are actually quite funny.
It's probably best we do that when you're back on the ship.
Yes.
I wouldn't want you to get a -2 to combat or anything like that just before we're about to go into combat.
Actually, in game, the drug it gives you a bonus to hit.
What?
But anyway, So you guys are going to the south camp. Okay. I'd say you guys are taking the whole ship. Or do you go to orbit and just take the lander down to the island?
Yeah, we may as well take everything.
Okay. So you guys get down there and you land on a designated platform, and there's actually no one there to greet you. It's deserted.
Ooh, this is quite spooky. It's making me remember when we went to Formia and that wind blew and said you shouldn't be here.
Turn back.
There's a possibility of death in here.
Those were the very sounds I remember when we went to Formia.